Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you very much. Question number 2, and this will start with Dr. Gunter, candidate number 2 on the panel. Do you have any specific objectives or changes to accomplish if elected, and if so, what would your top 3 be?
Of course, my overall objective, if selected to represent us all on Lexington 3 School Board, would be to ensure that the students of Lexington 3 receive the best quality education that they possibly can in a safe and nurturing environment. And in order to achieve that goal, I think several things have to come in there. First of all, we have to promote an atmosphere where people actually enjoy coming to work. From our janitors, to our bus drivers, to our food service ladies and men, to our teachers, to our administrators, people have to feel like what they do is appreciated and that they are valued. First and foremost, that's very important. Second of all, these same people have to have the resources they need in order to do what they're there to do. From educational materials, to technology, to professional development, they need to be equipped with the tools of their trade. Can you imagine if you hired a plumber to come to your house and fix your pipes and he showed up with a roll of tape? What good would that do? Not much at all. Our teachers, our administrators, our professional or support staff need to be prepared so they can serve our students. And last of all, I think it's important that we realize that education is more than just 3 R's, reading, writing, and arithmetic. It is a diverse curriculum that develops people that are not just making good grades, but are well-rounded individuals, so that when they walk out of the doors of Batesburg-Leesville High School, they're ready to walk into the world and they're prepared. Those would be my objectives.
Perfect, thank you. Mr. Shull, should I repeat the question, or do you have that?
I've got it.
Excellent, sir. It's all yours.
I think my objective would be to increase, help increase the test scores so that we can get more funding into the schools. It's an odd thing that we have with the No Child Left Behind and things that are affecting our teachers in a way that it's forcing them to almost teach tests and hit other types of marks instead of looking at a child and assessing each child for their skill set, for their strengths, for their weaknesses, and helping them along. So one of my objectives, because we're going to have we've had some major cuts, there's going to be more to come. One of my major objectives is try to inspire the community, some volunteerism, and get, I would like to see a volunteer tutor center be staffed and funded by the community to help us raise the level of the test scores and the students' ability and the teachers' ability to do their job. We've got to provide for the teachers. We cannot let the students fail here. We cannot. And that's really my number one objective.
My objective is to hire a superintendent that can get our administrative people together to lead this district. Me as a board member, I'm not educated to do that. That's why we hire a superintendent. That's why we have policy. He is to run the school, we're to guide him. And he has to guide us more than we guide him. So most objective is to hire a good superintendent and to keep the policy. Thank you.
Mr. Thomas.
If I'm elected, I do have a couple specific goals that I would work for. But before I get to those, I want to tell you a couple of stories. Let me start by just relating a couple of observations that I made in my last few years of working in industry. Toward the end of my career, it became very apparent that some of the recent college graduates were having difficulty reading documents related to their work plans or related to project instructions or just understanding what was written about things that they needed to do. Whenever these same graduates had to write status reports or responses to requests for information, many times, and I mean many, many times, there were misused words, there were misspelled words, to the point that before you could use that particular work product, you had to get somebody to help correct it. You either had to go back to the originator and ask for some verbal corrections, Well, you had to get somebody that was familiar with that product to correct it. This was before it could even be used for its intended purpose. Now, during my last year in the industry, I was traveling quite a bit back and forth from Ohio to here, and I would stop frequently at fast food restaurants to get coffee, a sandwich, or whatever. On one occasion, I stopped and got a hamburger and some stuff. I got a bill for $2.30. I gave the young lady waiting on me a $5 bill and 2 quarters. And she looked at me and said, "I can't make change like that." Now that really took me aback because this was a very intelligent looking young lady. So I told her how to make the change. And in the course of the conversation as I was waiting for my order, I found out she was a recent high school graduate. Now, these 2 observations, as much as anything else, convinced me that we need to put a lot of effort into our reading comprehension skills and basic math skills. And if I'm elected, I will work to assure that we get something in that regard done. Now, one other objective I have is this. South Carolina has what appears to be...
I'm sorry, I hate to interrupt, and you folks please forgive me, but we are sticking hard and fast to the 2-minute rule. You're a little bit over. Don't want to penalize you by taking your cookie over.
Well, I'll give a cookie.
Cheryl, same question?
The objectives and the changes, not so many changes, but we have to continue looking for the best opportunities for our students with the resources that we have available. We have to make sure that our teachers have what they need to keep our children motivated and to keep them interested and to keep them learning. With that, we also have to keep in mind, and we have to keep our class sizes low. We cannot keep throwing kids together. We've got to maintain low class sizes so that these kids will have the opportunities to learn. And thirdly, we need to promote our district to attract student growth. We have a wonderful district here. We were one of 3 districts to make AYP in the state. We increased our SAT scores 49 points last year. We were also only one of 2 highly qualified districts with 100% highly qualified teachers. People need to know that. We have an excellent system here, and we need for people to know that Lexington 3 is the place to be.
Well, first of all, my first objective would be to work to retain the services of our superintendent, Dr. Chesterfield. You all have not met Dr. Floyd. You're missing something. Dr. Floyd has brought our district great leadership during very tough times. I feel that he has certainly boosted the morale of our district, even though our personnel have been forced to take furlough days, have wages cut, and are frozen. But yet they are continually asked to work harder and more. His professionalism and expertise as a leader in education has brought him much respect by his peers in the state of South Carolina. Dr. Floyd genuinely cares about the education and the future of our children, and that's what we need as a superintendent. So I ask that you encourage him tonight that he stay out of retirement and, as he said, have a recess and be our superintendent. Secondly, we're going to be faced with more financial setbacks and loss of federal stimulus funds. Many districts are increasing the number of students in classrooms due to these cuts. We have increased our class sizes some reluctantly. I want to reevaluate what alternatives we may find to not increase our class sizes, especially in our primary and elementary schools where we will be teaching them literacy, learning how to read, write, and math. Although I would rather keep the student-to-teacher ratio in line at all schools, not just necessarily at the primary and elementary. Thirdly, I would like to try to explore ways to get our parents more involved in their children's education. Our PTO organizations, after-school and mentoring programs, I feel have certainly helped in these areas, but we need to find a way to convince our parents that they are the most important role in their children.
Thank you very much. Just a quick side note, if you don't mind, and this is addressed primarily to the candidates tonight. I know all of you some of you I go to church with, and I've known you for a long, long time. Please don't take this personally. We do need to stick to our 2 minute discipline. Larry, I apologize for having to interrupt you, but we're gonna do that diligently, so just please understand, just for the sake of time.